The first thing that I would advise people to do is not to set up an auto DM, direct messaging. Direct messaging is a tool on Twitter where if you're following me and I'm following you, I can then send you a private message. And that's a really great thing because occasionally there's things that either you don't want to have the conversation in public or it's just easier to have a private conversation. The problem is that there's this thing called auto DM where you can set up to have a little message that every time someone follows you, you say, hey, thanks for following me, check out my link. And anyone on Twitter knows of this because they receive a ton of these auto DMs. And the problem is that it's impersonal, an auto DM. People ignore them. They have very little value. Actually, some people I know will unfollow you if you have an auto DM because they feel that you don't understand Twitter. And it really actually, unfortunately, makes the direct messaging tool a lot less powerful because if I send you a direct message and it's in between a ton of auto direct messages, you might miss my message. And so the important messages can sometimes get lost in those auto DMs. So my advice is, I think most people who set them up don't understand Twitter when they set it up, and it seems like a great little, hey, thanks for following me, I look forward to getting to know you. Sometimes they're really funny because it's like, wow, I'm so glad you found me and you're following me, and actually they're following you back. You know, the direct message really doesn't fit the person. So my advice is just don't use the auto direct messages. That's probably one of, I think it's an important piece to know about when you're on Twitter. As far as following people and unfollowing people, I tend to follow everyone who follows me. I'll quickly look through just to make sure they're not a spammer, click on their name and look at their page of tweets, and easily you can see, one, are they talking to other people? Are they having conversations? Two, are they trying to sell, like, you know, how to get 1,000 Twitter followers in a day or whatever, that kind of stuff. I won't follow someone like that. But otherwise, if they're just a normal person or an organization, it's considered good form to just follow people back. That's part of the conversation that goes on. So I will tend to follow people back. If I, for some reason, don't follow someone back, if someone talks to me, you know, and tells me, hey, I noticed you're not following me, I'll follow them, and vice versa. If I'm following someone and I notice they're not following back and I want them to follow me, I'll just, you know, send them a tweet that says, hi, how's it going? You know, I hope you'll follow me or whatever, that kind of thing. You want to not have your numbers be too far off. So for example, the number of people I'm following and the number of people following me, I don't want to be following 1,000 more people than people who are following me because it just kind of, it looks bad. It starts to look like I'm just not creating relationships and I'm just following as many people as I can. One thing you can do to kind of create balance is every once in a while I'll go to an application called Twitter Karma. There are a few different ones out there. That's just the one that I've learned to use, where you go in and you put your Twitter ID and your password, and it allows you to see who's following you that you're not following back, who you're following, who's not following you back, and you can click and choose people and then, you know, do like an unfollow function or a follow function if you want, so that you can put a group of people in or out of your Twitter following. You know, I probably do that once every 3 months, just as a way to balance and make sure that my numbers are balanced.